Hi everyone, today we can take a look at the ROMOSS ACE10. This is a power bank from Romoss, has two USB ports, but the very unique thing about it is not only can it be charged by micro USB, but it can also be charged by lightning cable. For instance, the cable that you use with your iPhone or iPad. So that's really useful for those people who don't want to carry around multiple cables. Now I think everyone who watches my channel knows what a power bank is. Basically you carry it around, and when you need to charge your phone or your tablet, or you need to run USB light bulbs or USB fans, you plug them in and it's a portable power source. It's also great as a backup in your home in case you ever lose electricity. So I think most people know what a power bank is, so let's put this thing to the test. And now to test the genuine capacity of this power bank, we'll run it through my USB watt meter, through this dummy load set to 1 amp, and see what capacity we manage to draw out. So the power bank has stopped outputting power and I've disconnected the USB watt meter. So let's take a look at the results, and you can see we were able to draw out 32.19 watt hours. Now, since this battery is rated at 10,000 milliamp hour, that is 37 watt hours. So we got out 32.19 watt hours, and if we use a calculator, we can see that's around 13% losses. Now you do expect some losses because we're drawing the power at 5 volts, but the internal battery is just at 3.7 volts. So we normally say anything within 10 to 15% is considered legitimate, and since this only had 13% losses, we can say this is a genuine 10,000 milliamp hour power bank. Now of course, one of the great things about this power bank is that you can charge it using a lightning cable that's typically used for an iPhone or an iPad, or you can use a micro USB cable, which is more traditional for power banks. Now it says on the bottom that each input can handle 2.1 amp, but in my testing I've only been able to get the lightning connector to take 1 amp. Here I have an iPad charger, a genuine official iPad charger. We have my watt meter here. We'll plug in the lightning cable. Let me bring the watt meter in front of the camera. So you can see it starts quite low while it's negotiating with the power bank, but then it jumps up to around 1 amp or just under 1 amp. And I've actually tried with a few different power supplies, even different cables. This is an original Apple cable, but I also tried with an Anchor cable, and I'm still seeing the same kind of 1 amp input. Here I have a Romoss charger which can easily output 2 amp. Let's plug this in. So again, it's starting out slow, half an amp, but give it a second and it goes up to, well, 1.1 amp, which is a little bit better, but it's not 2.1 amp, that's for sure. And now let's check the micro USB input. Bring my watt meter to the camera. So again, it's starting slow while it negotiates, and we're up to 1.37 amp. So it's gone up to 1.4 amp now. Let's try use an official original Romoss cable that came with the power bank. This might make a difference. It is generally recommended that you use the cable that comes with your power bank. It seems like the maximum input speed I can get is around 1.5 amp. I'm a little bit disappointed with that. I would have expected to see the 2.1 amp that is promised on the bottom here, but yeah, now we know. Now let's test the maximum output. It should be 2.1 amp on a single port, and if you use 2 ports, that will be divided. So 1 amp here, 1 amp here. So let's see if we can draw out the 2.1 amp. So we're currently at 1 amp. Let's go higher. 1.5, keep going, 1.7, 1.9, 2, 2.1, and let's just hold it here, and it seems to be stable there at 2.1 amp, 4.95 volts. Let's go a little bit higher and see where it cuts off. 2.2 amp, let's keep going, still appears to be stable at 2.3 amp. Let's push it a bit further. Okay, at 2.4 amp, the voltage just dropped way below what it should be. So you're looking at about 2.3 amp maximum, although it's really recommended to stay within the guidelines, which is 2.1 amp maximum output. And like I mentioned, if you're going to use both of the USB ports, that will be divided. So maximum of 1 amp, 1 amp. So that was the ACE10 power bank from Romoss. It is a genuine 10,000 milliamp hour power bank, and you were able to see the input and output test speeds. This was sent to me for review by Romoss, and I quite like it. It's a pretty decent power bank. I would like if it charged a little bit faster, but the fact that it can be charged by micro USB or lightning cable is really pretty cool. So if you have any questions, put it in the comment section down below, and if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Thanks for watching.